Yeah, Mercedes. Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?
First rule, do not rag it.
Excellent.
Second rule, no ragging it.
Perfect idea.
What are the rules?
I've had fillet steak for breakfast and I'm ready to go. This car, you really get a massive sense of quality when you're riding it. And it's got a good road presence about it. And the brakes are really got some serious clamping force, even the steel brakes. We got to talk about the cost. You got to work hard for something like this. It don't come cheap. £80,000, not cheap. It ain't a cheap car, but you are dealing with a huge amount of luxury. You really do get a lot of quality. Everything, the way the steering feel, how it's weighted, and everything feels meaty and just pronounced. The way you shift, it's really precise. It's just all quality, it's oozing with quality. Engine's a lovely motor, real smooth engine. 4 litre twin turbocharged. The engine has its turbos retained inside the V, which pretty much removes any lag. You wouldn't really know it's turbocharged unless you open the bonnet. It really is that good. 0 to 60 comes in 4 seconds, which is believable. If you want speed, don't lift off. That's the Featherstone Tarmac 101 there. Because if you don't lift off, you'll hit 155, that's its top speed. And it's like restrained or restricted to that. It will do more. I don't know what the top speed is when the restrictors are off it. Obviously, just whatever the gear ratio will take you to, because the engine's more than capable of catapulting you at ridiculous speeds. It's a powerful, powerful bit of kit. So we've got over 500 horsepower and over 500 foot-pounds of torque, which is, when the roads are slippery like they are today, yeah, it's more than enough in this particular car. It's got a 9-speed automatic gearbox, so I'm guessing it's hugely efficient on long journeys, but that's kind of what this car screams to me about. It's a GT car. Gearbox, it's a little bit on the slow side, can be a little bit on the slow side, but nothing, I mean, these are tiny, tiny complaints here. That's where you feel the engine's turbocharged, so you feel like a surge there. But everywhere else you don't really feel it, but that surge is not a bad surge. It's not like you're feeling it, you're going, oh, it's actually fun. I really, really like how that does that. The brakes have got a lot of force, a lot of stopping force behind them, and they've got good resistance against fade. Let's go with the braking, that's what the braking's about. Good braking. It's a good job them weights are big and powerful, because the car needs them. It's around 1,800 kilos, which is obviously a heavy car. They do well. They're steel brakes, but they still do well. They are big old brakes though. When you really stand on it, you can feel the ABS really kicking in. The interior just oozes with quality. Everything is just so well finished and real polished feel to it. Even when you hold the steering wheel, you know, even the paddles, they've got a real precise click to them. You really get a feel for where you spent your money in here. Even little details like that, the way the centre cubby hole opens. The seats as well, even when you're loading the car up, they really hold you in well. They've got these big bolsters. It's like a bucket seat, but a real luxury version. It's got infinite amounts of adjustment as well. It really is comfortable, great place to be. Also, the interior is really lovely. The fact that you can get passengers in the back, and it's really luxury in here as well.
Have you been ragging it?
Get that motherfucker!
I can't get over it how refined and finished the cabin is as well. Yes. Even though it's big and heavy, it still gets around. Turning's good. You feel the weight, but it still feels so much fun. So I can feel it losing traction there, because the traction control's fully off. I've got it in race mode and the traction control turned off. But again, like I said, it just keeps moving straight. It doesn't brake loose left to right, as in it doesn't squiggle about in a straight line. It just keeps going forward. It's so smooth. It's not really an intimidating car to drive either. It's friendly. It's still friendly. The weather is absolutely terrible. Welcome to the UK. And that's really brought out another side to the AMG. Literally, you so much as think of looking at the throttle and the rear tyres will break loose. You've got to kind of tell yourself, wait a minute, you are still in a super saloon. We're not in a blooming sports car here, like a two-seater sports car, but it handles really well. It's got to be up there with like an M3.
We've got loads of different settings. We've got slippery road setting, we've got individual where you can set up your own kind of individual settings. We've got comfort, obviously everything's smooth and soft. We've got sport, sport plus, and obviously race mode. Race mode is where all the gearbox and mounts and all that gets stiffened up with like magnetic forces. Even the rear end of this car, although subtle, is menacing. If you come up behind this and you see these badges, you know it means business.
God, you're getting a lot of car here. For a fast road car, like a GT car, it is very, very good. If you're a true kind of petrol head that's got high octane running through your veins though, I don't quite know if this is going to be enough for you. You know, when you really want to load a car up on its limits, it might, I'm not going to say frustrate you, because it does what it does very well, but you've got to know what it is. If you buy this car and you think, oh, I want to put it on its limit and absolutely wring its neck and have something that's going to be like this absolute pinpoint sharp machine, then this ain't what it is. I'm more of a purist kind of guy, so I do like the stripped out crazy racers, but needless to say, this is brilliant. God, I really like this car. The fact that it's aimed at a specific part of the market and it's doing what it says it does, you can't really moan. This is here at Bentley. See, me and him are on the same wavelength right now.
Mercedes built the ultimate super saloon. It really is that good. It's got a good slice of performance and a real big slice of luxury too. If you're a MAFIA boss, this is definitely the car for you.